replay, understand that the live stream chat doesn't appear for like 10 hours after I've already finished the live stream. So I'm just saying, if you want to wait, go ahead. It's up to you. But anyway, like I said, this is a live stream and I might be interacting with the viewers. But right now, the very first thing I'm going to show you, before I show you the new information that I'm going to show you, let me just real quick do a rundown of why Elvis, he's the chosen one. I can't explain it, but anyway, Elvis, I mean, I'm going to try and explain it even though it's unexplainable, right? Anyway, so and Trump is his devil twin, okay? And why is that? Okay, because not his real twin. Elvis's real identical twin supposedly died at birth, okay? So they needed a replacement, and that's where Trump came in, okay? This Trump, he was conceived from birth to play this part in this charade, you know. Anyway, so when Elvis died, his identical twin dies at birth, right? And that's what this whole Twin Towers was about and why it was brought down and everything, and I proved that in the videos. But real quick, let me just tell you, okay? So Elvis dies at the age of 42, okay? And I told you that Washington is the target, Washington State, and Seattle is in Washington, okay? And Washington is the 42nd state. Elvis dies at the age of 42. And what was Elvis doing when he died? He died while he was on a toilet, okay? And why is this significant? Because, see, he was known as the king, all right? And the king, he dies on the throne. That's what they're implying, because these blasphemous people who run this matrix that we're in, they say the throne is your toilet. You know, that's how sick they are, you know, okay, because they love to mock God. And Elvis was known as the king, so he dies on the toilet, which is the throne, right? And and Seattle is in King County. So there's another connection, okay? Now, so when this sickness started, okay, I'm going to explain to you why I'm bringing this up. So when the sickness started, okay, you know what I'm talking about, the C19 sickness. Where was the first case? It was in Seattle. Seattle was the first case, okay? And where was the first death? It was in Washington State, in the King County area. I believe it was in Kirkland, but Kirkland, Washington, which is in King County, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so first death in Washington, first case was in Seattle. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that, like I said, the 19 number, C19, the 19 has a very big, it has to do with the crown. And that's why Corona means crown, because Elvis is looking for his crown, right? And that's why Seattle's in King County. Now, so not only was the first case in Seattle, the first trials for the you-know-what were in Seattle. The girl who was the first one to take it, something, I think her name was Jennifer Haller or something like that, Haller. She was the first one to take the trials, you know what I mean, for the injection. And, oh, and the first famous person to get the sickness was Tom Hanks. And Tom Hanks, what was he doing when he got the sickness? He was filming an Elvis movie, which is coming out in June this year, you know, after I'm telling you that the spectacular event in Seattle is going to happen on June 11th. The Elvis movie is coming out very soon, starring Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was the first famous person to get the sickness, okay? And he was filming an Elvis movie, and they had to stop production of it, the one that's coming out right now, you know. But I'm just saying, this was, you know, back in 2020. Anyway, so Elvis, like I said, everything connects to him and the needle, and that's what this whole sickness was about, right? After the sickness came out, what did they want you to do? Okay, so Elvis was the first famous person to get an injection on live television. He actually took an injection before some show, some entertainment show. I can't remember if it was the Ed Sullivan show. I was going to say the Elephant show. Ed Sullivan show. All right. He took an injection. All right. And after he took that injection, the all the kids 18 years and under, it went from 0.1% to 80% within 6 months after he took the polio injection. All right, this Elvis on live television, like I said. So he's connected to the needle, right? And then Elvis was the first famous person that had anything to do with the Seattle Space Needle. All right, because he made a movie called "It Happened at the World's Fair" as soon as it opened. All right. So do you get what I'm saying? Everything is about the. I mean, that movie "It Happened at the World's Fair" had to do with him being around Seattle, and he was even filming inside the Space Needle. All right. So he was the first famous person that had anything to do with it. Now, let me. I know I'm forgetting stuff, but whatever. I mean, I can't think of everything here. Anyway, so let's. And by the way, like I said, I'm going. What I'm saying is, what I'm about to show right now is that I didn't go through it in my head. What I'm going to show, I just photoed everything, and I tried to make it in order of what I was going to say, but I don't have it memorized, so bear with me. All right. Okay. So this is when Elvis took the injection, right? Hold on, let me get it to focus. So he takes the injection on live television, they said. And what day did he do it? He took the polio injection on October 28th, 1956, right? And like I said, I'm getting to the new info. Don't worry. It's just I got to lay the foundation for it. And what's important is that he took the polio shot, and the guy who invented the polio shot was born on that exact day, October 28th. All right, the day Elvis took it was 1956. So Elvis took it 42 years after the guy who made the polio shot. And he took it on October 28th, 42 years later. And remember, Elvis died at 42 years old. And he took it 42 years after the guy who invented the polio shot. Okay? October 28th. And October 28th is Bill Gates' birthday, right? And Bill Gates was born in Seattle. Okay? And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state where Seattle is. Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the King. Like I said, Bill Gates is born in Seattle. And okay, so now if you guys have been watching my videos, you know what I'm about to show. So Bill Gates, he's born on the 301st day of the year. Okay? Now, if you were to take 1 year and add 301 to that full year, you would get 666. So Bill Gates, he's born on the 666th day of the year. Okay? And this is why Elvis chose to take the injection on his birthday. Okay? Do you get it? He's born on the 301st day of the year, Bill Gates, October 28th, the day Elvis took the needle. All right, so if you just add a 1 full year plus 301, it's 666. Okay, so Bill Gates is born on the 666th day of the year. Now, why am I showing this? Oh, I was just showing you that if you go from January 1st to Bill Gates' birthday, the day he's born, it's 666 days, you see? All right. Now, pay attention, okay? I'm going to try to explain why I do what I'm doing here. So from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, January 8th, 1935. Okay, that's the day the identical twin died also, right? Supposedly. So Elvis was born January 8th, 1935 to Bill Gates' birthday in 1955. Not the day he took the needle, because he took the needle in 1956. So to the day Bill Gates died, to the day Bill Gates was born, not including that day, but up to that day, and I'll show you why I'm doing that. It's 7,598 days. And what's the big deal of that, right? Because if you go from the day Elvis took the needle, the very next year on Bill Gates' birthday, to the day Elvis died, but including that day, it's 7,598 days. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's basically just one day kind of, off, like I just showed you. From Elvis's birthday to Bill Gates' birthday is 7,598 days or 7,599 days. And from Elvis taking the needle on Bill Gates' first birthday to the day Elvis died was 7,598 days. Okay? Like I said, if you believe in coincidences like this, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Now, from Elvis, his birthday to the day he took the needle, okay? Earlier I was showing you Elvis's birthday to Bill Gates' birthday. This is Elvis's birthday to the day Elvis took the needle. It's 21 years, 9 months, 21 days. And it's 7,965 days. But what's important about this is the devil is in the details, okay? You see down here, it's 21, then 82.19. And I told you the 82.19 is super important. But, the 21 basically is like, is very important because it's like 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 21, right? 777. So that's probably why the 21 is so important. And anyway, the 8219, what you see down there, added to the 21 is Seattle. See, Seattle, where is 8219. You see it equals 8219 for the word Seattle. Okay, that's why that's very important. Now, I told you Trump is his devil twin. Trump was born on June 14th, 1946. And if you go from June 14th, the day Trump is born, to April 4th, 1968, it's the exact same amount of days that I just showed you from Elvis's birthday to the day he took the needle, Elvis. And why am I showing you this? What's so important about 4/4/68 from Trump's birthday? That's the day that MLK was killed, see? And MLK was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lives. So a king was killed for the king who lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay? And Martin Luther King, Seattle, which is in King County, is now named after this king. It didn't used to be. It was originally for a different person named King. And in 2005 or 2006, they changed it to Martin Luther King being named after him. Okay? Hold on, folks. Let me get some water. Let's see if anybody's understanding this or... All right. Hold on. All right, let me... I gotta get some water, folks. Hold on. What do you mean? I'm answering people's questions if you're watching this on a replay. What do you mean it's over your head? What part didn't you understand? Don't tell me you didn't understand the whole thing. Now that would disappoint me. But the point is that what I was trying to show you there was what's the chances of these two dates, I mean these two amount of days in between connect to each other like that. It's not possible. You understand how many days there are in the world? You know. Oh, for the people who are just getting in, you got to watch from the beginning or you're not going to understand if you're just getting into the live chat, okay? All right, you can't just come in the middle of this information. Okay, so now let me just real quick. Okay, so let's go back to where I was here. And I told you that why the 4-4 is also important, because the word kill equals 44 and the word anti, like the Antichrist, right? Anti equals 44, kill equals 44. All right. Anyway, so let's move on. Like I said, the king had a king killed because Elvis lived in Memphis, Tennessee when Martin Luther King died. Now, I've shown you this many times. So Washington, the state of Washington was founded on 11/11, 1889, 11/11. And from 11/11 to 1889, I mean from 11/11, 1889 to the day Elvis took the needle. He took the needle on October 28th, 1956, the day Bill Gates turned 1 year old. Notice that it's 66 years, 11 months. And I told you, hold on. By the way, if you're hearing noises, it's because I told you my window's open and people are just walking by my window. I told you that I live in a small apartment. And it's so hot in here, I have to leave the windows open, folks. I'm boiling up in here. Anyway, so it's 66 years, 11 months. And 66 is very important, but first let's just look at the 6/11. 6/11 is the day that Seattle's going to get struck. And by the way, 11 months, if you know, not 11 months, 18 days, but the date 11/18 is the 322nd day of the year. Yeah, 11/18 is the 322nd day of the year. For a second there, I couldn't even remember now. But anyway, the reason that the 66 is so important is because the word twin equals 66, you see? And that's why from 11/11, Washington was founded to the day Elvis took the needle, it's 66 years. Okay? And then, and I showed you from Elvis's birthday to September 11th was 66 years. The day the Twin Towers fell, because I told you it's all about the Twin Towers. And it's 8 months, 4 days. And I told you 8/4 is the day Trump gets his head wound. It's also Obama's birthday, you see. But the 66 is the twin number, and that's when the Twin Towers fell, okay? And Bill Gates is 66 years old right now. See, that's why his birthday is important, because see, if you went from Elvis, the day Elvis, you know, forget it. Let me start with this. So from Bill Gates is 66 years old right now, right? So from Bill Gates's birthday to June 11th this year, when Seattle gets struck, it's going to be 66 years. Do you get it? All right. So from Washington's founding day to the day Elvis took the needle in 1956 on October 28th, when Bill Gates turned 1 year old, it was 66 years. The twin number. And now from Bill Gates's actual birth date to June 11th this year, it's 66 years. See? This is why the Bill Gates is connected to all this, you know. And pay attention to this, okay? Look, why is 66 years so important? Why is this so important? Because look down here. The devil is in the details, I told you. You see? 6,666%, 0.85%. But, you know, so it's this that's why the 66 years is so important, you know. And I told you why it's so important, because the word the word twin equals 66. So if twin equals 66, and then two 66s would make twins, and twins equals 85, you see? So twin, twins. Does that make sense? Let me just see if you guys understood that part. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. And Elvis's name even is L6s, because EL means God, VI in Roman numerals is 6, and then you have an S, which means sixes. You see? LVIS. Elvis is L6s. You can't make this stuff up, man. I told you, this dude is the Antichrist. There's just no way around it. You can't, I've shown that in the past already, This is nothing. But what I'm showing you right here is 90% is new info. I'm just, I have to put other stuff together with it. That way you can grasp what I'm showing, Hold on. Oh, man. Okay. Let me just figure out what's the next thing I'm showing. Okay. And now you're going to see why Elvis died on August 16th, So like I said, I was showing you the 6,666.85%, what it means. And I showed you that from day Bill Gates is born to this year, June 11th, is the 6,666.85%, right? Right there. Anyway, so now I'm going to show you why Elvis died on August 16th, because from January 1st to August 16th, going forward 66 years, it's this number, see? 66, the two 66s and 0.85, see? And it falls on August 16th, up to that day. So, okay, do you get what I'm trying to show here? And notice, look at that. When you go backwards, it falls on the 9/11. And if you turn the 9 upside down, it's 6/11. You get what I'm saying? It's interesting that it goes back from 1977 to 9/11, 1911. Hold on, folks. I'm getting distracted because there's construction going on my right side, on the right of my apartment, and even in my apartment there's construction. In my apartment building, not in my apartment. Oh man, what was I gonna say now? So that's why the 66 is so important here. All right, with that. Okay, now what's the next thing? And by the way, I'm about to show you the word twin again, and I've gone through the whole how everything connects to Elvis with the word twin, okay? And all the rituals that surround this word twin. I'm not going to go through it right now, but in a future video I will do it again in one of my live streams. But right now I just want to focus on, what I'm showing you. All right. This is something I've actually shown before, but you probably forgot already because I've shown so much. So, I've been showing you how important the 66 is, right? And the word twin, like I said, pay attention. I'm going to go through real quick. So, uh, twin equals 66, and Elvis had an identical twin. When the Twin Towers fell, it was 66 years from Elvis's birthday. Notice it's 108. Elvis was born on 1/8. Elvis died at the age of 42, right? Okay. And from Elvis's death to August 16th was 24 years. I mean, from Elvis's death to September 11th was 24 years. So it was 66 years to September 11th from the day he was born, and it was 24 years from the day he died. He died at the age of 42. He was born on 1/8. Trump is the 45th president. The word twin again. And Elvis turned 87 this year. Can you believe this? And how many years was it from the Space Needle? 21 years. When Elvis took the injection, it was 21 years from the day he was born. You see the whole word twin I just went through basically explaining it to you. Anyway, so just pay attention to this bud right now. Twin equals 66, 21, 87. And remember I told you that Elvis is looking for a crown. So look what happens when you put a crown on Elvis, resurrection, June 11th, 2022. I mean, like I said, this is a 1 in a billion. If you can't see it, then I can't help you. Watch. Look what happens when you do that. A crown with Elvis, resurrection, June 11th, 2022. Look what you get here. Look at this. It's 66 with a crown, 21 with a crown, 87 with a crown. I mean, basically, it's the word twin, but with a crown. Look. 66, 21, 87, right? Now you get 660, 210, 870. Everything is with a crown. I mean, like I said, these are impossible coincidences. All right? Absolutely impossible. And I've shown this before. All right? This is nothing new. And I told you he turned 87 this year. And it was his most important birthday. Okay? So, and he turned 87, like I said. And why am I showing this again? I can't remember. See, like I said, I don't even know what I have here. So, Elvis took the needle on Bill Gates' first birthday. Oh, so, I was just showing you the 870, right? 87 with a crown. From June 11th to October 28th, Bill Gates' birthday, it's 870. So that's another interesting connection here. Okay. I thought that was interesting. Not a big deal, but it's interesting. Okay, now pay attention. So from Bill Gates' birthday, October 28th, to the next time June 11th comes around, it's 228 days. Why is that important? 228 days from Bill Gates' birthday to June 11th. Because August 16th is the 228th day of the year. And that's the day Elvis died. August 16th, 228th day of the year. And that's from October 28th to June 11th. Is 228 days. And remember, Elvis took the needle on October 28th. So from the needle to the Space Needle, you see? And he died on August 16th, Elvis. Now, why am I showing this? Oh, I guess it's because of this. So from Washington's birthday, 222, it's celebrated. And remember, we're in the year 222. So, and it's been 222 years since Washington died, right? So on 222, Washington's birthday to Bill Gates' birthday is 8 months, 7 days. There's your 87 again. And I told you Elvis turned 87, right? Do you get what I'm saying? That's why I was showing that. And from Washington's birthday, and again, notice that it's back to 1911. This isn't Washington's birth date. It's just the birthday, the days, but not the year. The reason I'm talking about that is because earlier I was showing you from Elvis's death backwards to 1911. There was a connection, and now from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, backwards, it goes back to 1911 on 2/22. Look at that. It's 8,722 days. And I just told you, Elvis turned 87 in the year 22. This year, he turned 87, you see? And from Washington, Seattle's in Washington, Washington's birthday. Are you grasping what I'm showing here? Okay? Now, before I move on, I just want to, is there like one particular thing you don't understand? That way I can try and explain it. Please tell me now. That way I can, man. Anyway, so I guess everybody is getting what I'm trying to show. Because look, every time I show something, it has a connection. If you're paying attention, you would understand. But it's very, I understand if you get lost, especially if you're new to the channel, or especially if you're just getting into the chat, you're not going to know what the heck I'm talking about. You have to start from the beginning to fully understand what I'm showing. And what else? Oh, okay. So the next thing I'm going to show is, so I'm about to show it to you right now. It's from Washington's. So remember, George Washington had two birth dates. He was born on February 11th, 1731, but they changed it when they went from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar. So when they went to the Gregorian calendar, his new birth date and year was February 22nd, 1732. And that's the day that they celebrate Washington's birthday, 2/22/1732. So from Washington's birthday, February 22nd, 1732, to the day Bill Gates is born, let's see how many days is in between. Watch and be amazed. Hold on. Someone's asking a question here. I just want to make sure Sorry about that. Hold on. So what is this? Hold on. Someone's asking a question. So the crown is 0, which is nothing? No, the crown can be either a 0 or nothing. I mean, it can be a 0 or a crown. That's why you see the saying 0 to hero. Do you get it? It can be either a 0 or a hero, right? Anyway, so they put a crown on I mean, it can be like I said, a 0 or I'm repeating it because I'm trying to think of the other stuff I'm gonna say. So 0 to either a crown, it can be a halo, it can be a face, it can be a head, it can be eyes, it can be an egg. You get what I'm saying? Like 2 eggs, a 69, and a 69 goes in a circle. You understand? That's the crown. Okay. All right. Anyway, what was I? So anyway, let's go back to what I was about to show. Sorry about that, folks. I got distracted. So check this out. So from Washington's birthday, when they changed it, February 22nd, 1732, to the exact day that Bill Gates was born. So for the exact day Washington's new birthday was made, to the exact day Bill Gates is born, look at this. 81,687 days. So that's 81687. And why is this important? Because, look, let me see if I have it here. Because Elvis was born, I mean, he died on August 16th. So there's your 816, right? And then the 87 is Elvis turned 87 this year, you see? You see that? How crazy is that? And now you understand why Bill Gates' birthday is so important here in this. Does that make sense what I'm showing there? 816 and 87. Now, I've shown this too. Now, this is just incredible. Just this, when you see this. So from Washington, the day it was founded, November 11th, 1889, to Elvis's death date, okay? So from the day Washington was founded, because that's where Seattle is, in Washington State, to the day Elvis died, okay, it's 87 years. I just told you Elvis turned 87 this year. So from Washington's founding date to August 16th, the day Elvis died, is 87 years. And what makes this so important is the devil is in the details, you see? 87, come on, phone. 8219. 87, 8219. I mean, do you understand what I'm showing you here? Because Seattle equals 8219. And I'm telling you that this year, Elvis turns 87 and it's going to be struck. So from Washington's founding date to the day Elvis died is 87 years, and you have 87, 82, 19. Okay? Do you understand how ridiculous this is? And Seattle equals 82, 19? Again, I ask you, is this 1 in a billion? This has to be, right? 1 in a billion for you to see something like this. 87, 82, 19, all right? And like I said, you know, if you truly understand what I'm showing here, this is, you know, like I said, 1 in a billion, and your eyes should be popping out of your head. But, you know, what can I do? Anyway, so my two predictions are on June 11th, which is the 162nd day of the year, Elvis in Seattle is that event. And then on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound, and that's the 216th day of the year. And on the day that identical twins were born, if you did the dates backwards, 8181, and you add it up, it's 162. And if you do it the way we do it in America, we put the month first and the day second, 1818, is 216. So it's 162, 216s. It's all about the 1616, you know. Okay. And I forgot to put this in, so I have to use a calculator now. So if you remember, I told you that I know all of you have seen it, but I still have to show it for the people who've never seen it. So, like I said, everything's about the 1616, and I was showing you how it's 16-2 or 216. And Elvis was born in the first month, Trump's born in the 6th month. So there's your 1-6. The insurrection happened on 1-6. Elvis died on the 16th. Elvis, because he died August 16th, right? He dies on the 16th. And Elvis died in the 16th state, which is Mississippi. I mean, which is Tennessee. And if you know my videos, I've shown you how those states connect and how Elvis's death date connects to August 4th with the 216 and 1620. Anyway, it's all about the 1616, right? And from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, if you go forward 1616 days, because I just told you it's all about the 216s, right? If you go forward 1616 days, it lands exactly on, like I said, from Elvis's birthday, the day he's born, forward 1616 days. It lands on June 11th. From Elvis's birthday, 1616 days, 1616 days, it lands on June 11th. Okay? This, like I said, everything I'm showing you is 1 in a billion. All right. I'm saying, listen, when I say 1 in a billion, I'm saying when you put all of this together, it's 1 in a billion. Hold on. Okay. Now, let's go back to what I was showing here. So anyway, I was just showing you what my two predictions are, right? Elvis Seattle on the 162nd day of the year, which is June 11th, and Trump gets his head wound, and he survives his head wound on August 4th, Obama's birthday, the 216th day of the year. Yeah, I forgot to show the PP reference. Sorry. I'll show it at the end of the video. You know what? No, I'm not going to show it now. I'll show it later. Oh, and like I said, this year is so important. Elvis's birthday this year when he turned 87. So from Elvis's death date, August 16th, 1977 to this year is look at the number of days. 162216. You get it? 16,216. It's the 162 or 16 two times or the 2 times 16. Which is, and it's 44 years and 4 months. You see that? It's ridiculous, 44 years. But anyway, I was just showing you this, my two predictions, right? Which connect to the identical twins, which connects to that date from Elvis's death date to this year's birthday. Okay? Like I said, you can't make this stuff up. And I told you the 4-4 connects, the 44 is the word kill or the word anti, because Elvis is the Antichrist. And Martin Luther King was killed on 4-4. Okay, now, so check this out. Remember, I told you that everything connects the same way. So I told you from Elvis's birthday to this year, June 11th, is 44 years. From the day Elvis took the injection, on live television on Bill Gates' first birthday to 9/11 was 44 years. Okay? Do you see it? The Twin Towers fell. And I told you the identical twins were born 66 years before 9/11, and 66 equals twin. Are you getting it, folks? Okay, now watch this. So remember, the devil's always in the details. Why is this so important that Elvis took the injection on this day to 9/11? Look at the devil in the details. Watch this. Nobody's going to understand this. Like I said, takes years of going through these things. So it's 4,490. So if you take out the zero, it's 449 basically. And 449, the 449th prime number is 87, you see? The 87th prime number is 449. And I told you Elvis turned 87, you understand? You can't make this stuff up. I told you it's supernatural. And from Elvis's birthday to June 11th this year, from Elvis's death day to June 11th this year, when Seattle gets struck. This is interesting too. Look at these numbers. 4484. 84 is when Trump gets his head wound, and you have the 44 for the kill and for the anti. But anyway, what's important about this is from Elvis's birthday, from Elvis's death day, man. I'm confusing myself. From Elvis's death day to June 11th this year, when Seattle gets struck, it's 44 years. And this is important because I told you that 37 is the word EL with a crown. 37 looks like the letters EL. O is a crown, ELO, and the 16. ELO 16. Elvis and Trump. And why am I showing this? Again, there's got to be a reason. Let's see what the reason is. Oh, and remember, from Elvis's birthday, because I was showing you the 44 years, the connection with the 44 years. Uh, from Elvis's birthday to the day Martin Luther King was killed, it was 33 years, you see? And look, you see this 1214 with a crown? 1214 is the day, 1214 is the day that Washington's born, on 1214. So it's 1214 with a crown. All right? But the 33 years, you see how important that is? And from this day, I mean from 1968 to 2001, when the Space Needle, I mean when the 9/11 the towers fell, is another 33 years. Because I told you from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 was 66 years. And by the way, look, you see how I didn't include that day? If I include that day, it becomes 2 months and 28 days. And I told you Elvis died on the 228th day of the year. Okay? So from Elvis's birthday to April 4th would be 2 months and 28 days. And why is that important? Because look, see, from Elvis's birthday to April 4th is 87 days, 2 months, 28 days. And Elvis died on the 228th day of the year. I mean, how many more connections you have to be? And it's 87. Elvis turns 87 this year. Are you getting it? Elvis turns 87 this year. And from Elvis's birthday to April 4th, it's 87 days. And 44 is the kill number. And the anti number, anti equals 44. And it's been 44 years. And it's been 44 years since Elvis died. Okay, it's between 44 and 45 years. Okay, and from April 4th to the day Washington was founded, from 4/4 to 11/11, which is the day Washington's founded, is 222 days. You see, and it's the backwards numbers, 7 months 8 days instead of 8/7. But see, you get it? So it's 2022 this year. And Elvis turned 87. This year's 2022. And this is a Washington connection because Washington was founded November 11th. 44 is the kill number. And from Elvis's birthday to 44, it's 87 days. Elvis turned 87. And Elvis died on the 228th day of the year. Okay, I'm putting all the pieces of the puzzle together, folks. If you know, this is, like I said, it's supernatural. All right, and from Washington's birthday, when they changed it to 222 to 44, is 42 days. From 222 to 44 is 42 days, man. Can you believe this? I just got finished explaining that Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington's the 42nd state. Okay, I know this is a lot of information, folks, but it has to be shown. This way, you can see that nothing is a coincidence. And remember, like I said, Elvis was the first famous person to have anything to do with the Space Needle. He made a movie as soon as the needle was opened. And it was called It Happened at the World's Fair. Notice that Elvis's name is knocking down the needle. And look what it says up here. Elvis swinging higher than the Space Needle. Okay? Okay? And this movie was released on 4/3. Look at that. One day before 4/4. This movie was released, and it's all about Seattle. Look at that, Century 21 exposition. Aren't we in the 21st century right now? Yeah. Wait a minute, are we? I don't even know I think we are, right? Anyway, what was I going to show? Why was I showing this? Oh yeah, from the release date of that Needle movie to this year, June 11th, Look at that. It's 21620. It's the same numbers again. It's 216 or 162. You see? And that's from the needle movie date that Elvis was in to June 11th. Look at that. 21620 with a crown. So it's 216, or 162 with a crown. Those are the dates of my predictions, right? Anyway, let's see what else I have here. Oh yeah, these are the, this is the twins, you know what I mean? What I've been trying to show you. What is this? Oh, and yeah, and what I showed you earlier, from Elvis's death date to January 8th, when he turned 87, it was that 16-2-216. You get it? All right. And the Space Needle, it opened on April 21st, 1962. So basically, hold on, let me try to focus. Man, I tell you, man, it's going to drive me nuts, this phone. So from April to, what am I showing here? I don't even know. Oh, so from the Space Needle, it opened on April 21st, 1962. So if you went from Washington's death date, because, we're talking about Seattle, Washington being struck. So from Washington's death date to the day the Space Needle opened, okay? And by the way, this is the Queen's birthday also, April 21st. Look, it's 162 years. 162nd day of the year is June 11th. 4-8, and that's 8-4. You see, it's got my predictions right there. I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8-4, and in the UK, they say 4-8. And 162 years, 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And yet you see Queen's birthday, 4/21. From Washington's death date. That's the exact day he died, December 14th, 1799. Okay? You can't have all these coincidences, all right? And look at this. Interestingly enough, Israel was founded in 1948. And I told you from 1948 to now, it's the 74, if you've been watching, you have to go watch that Israel video I did. I don't want to give it away here. Oh, sorry. Hold on, folks. I'm getting tired, man. I want to make sure everybody understands this now. I hate that bottled water noise. So what was I going to show? Okay. I just have a little bit more to go, not much. So anyway, like I said, I was just connecting the Washington's death date to the Space Needle opening date, which is the Queen's birthday, and I showed you that 162 is June 11th, 4-8 backwards is 8-4. The day I'm telling you Trump's going to get his head wound, and I said the 162 is the connection to June 11th, the 162nd day of the year. And I told you it connects to my two predictions of August 4th, Trump getting his head wound, and June 11th, Seattle being struck, which connects to the identical twins. All right, now, back to this. So Washington was founded on November 11th, right? 11/11/1889. So forget about the year right now. Just go with the date. So from 11/11 to the Washington founding date, it's 162 days, man. Look at that. Are you understanding? So from Washington's founding date to April 21st, it's 162 days. And I just got finished telling you that 162 which is June 11th. So from Washington's death date to the very day the Space Needle opened on April 21st is 162 years. Come on, people. Wake up, man. 4 months, 8 days. 8-4, okay? 162 years. 162 is the 9/11 connection, right? And I just showed you that from 11/11 going forward to April 21st is 162, which is the 162nd day of the year, June 11th. Okay? Absolutely impossible coincidences. Oh, and Washington, he died at the age of 67, supposedly. Anyway, I mean, I'm about ready to lose it. So Washington died at the age of 67, it says, right? And why is this important? Because the identical twins, Jesse and Elvis, because this is how Jesse spells it on his gravestone, the one that died. It's 67, 67. Elvis equals 67, and Jesse equals 67, okay? And Washington died at the age of 67. And the 67 is the first number in gematria. If you put into the calculator, 67 is the first number that equals 162. You see? 67 is the first number. If you started from 1 and went all the way up to 67, this is the only time you're going to see it up here, because this is the most important number, the first one. All right, we're not talking about here or here or here. We're talking about just the first one. All right. And notice the backwards is 108. Elvis was born on 108, you see. Man, it's exhausting. Trying to explain it all. That's right. 1214 was the first time they injected somebody in America. That's right. In 2021, on 1214, it was that nurse, the African American nurse who was injected. I forget her name, but yeah, it was on 1214. That's right. No, I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, someone's saying that nurse might have kicked the bucket. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm using the TV as a light source. Look, like I said, on June 11th, Seattle gets struck. Okay? That whole area, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Get out of Seattle. That whole area, anywhere near the water. Go hundreds of miles away from the water, okay? Get away from the Elliott Bay and Puget Sound or whatever the heck. Get away. Go outside. You know, if you can, leave Washington too. I wouldn't trust it. And for the people in Canada, get away, that way too. Go away from the water. Look, all I'm saying is get out between June 10th and June 14th. And June 10th is Prince Philip's birthday, which is the PP. And I've explained what the PP is. It's the 1616, which I showed you was 1616 days from Elvis's birthday to June 11th, right? It's 1616 days. And it's the 216 connection, because I told you it's either 216s or 16-2s, which is my prediction dates, right? Of June 11th and August 4th. But anyway, so Prince Philip's birthday is on June 10th, and he died, I think it was last year. And Prince Philip is on June 10th. Then June 11th is the day I'm telling you Seattle's going to get struck. June 12th, the George Bush Sr.'s birthday. And his son was involved in 9/11. And Bush equals June in gematria, exact same numbers. And and June 14th is Trump's birthday. So that's what I'm saying. Stay away between June 10th and June 14th. Get out. You know, what's it going to hurt you? So what? You lost some, $1,000 or whatever the heck you had to buy to get take a vacation for 5 days. You know, what's it going to hurt you? If I'm wrong, that's great. But I told you, unfortunately, it's going to happen. There's no stopping what's coming, folks. All right. All right. Anyway, so after this Seattle spectacular event, which probably is going to involve the Space Needle, somehow Elvis becomes the talk of. First of all, he's going to be the talk of the town anyway before the incident, because Elvis, Tom Hanks is going to be going around everywhere promoting this movie that's coming out on June 24th, the Elvis movie. Okay. And June 24th on our calendar, on June 24th on the Julian calendar, which was the old calendar we used to be on, is June 11th. So 6/24, the day that the movie opens, the Elvis movie, is actually 6/11 on the old calendar. But anyway, so there's going to be all kinds of talk about Elvis already in June. So once that thing happens, the distraction is going to be Elvis, okay? And somehow, because Washington, if you've seen my videos about the map of Washington State, it looks like Elvis's head, okay? And that's why they call it the chop zone, because they're going to chop Elvis's head off over there in Washington, okay? Like I said, if you haven't seen my videos, you're not going to understand. That's the head wound that's going to be, that's going to get a head wound, And somehow, like I said, either his number or his image, the number of his name or his image or his name is going to end up being the mark of the beast, okay? And people are going to worship this mark. Well, they're going to worship Elvis, basically. And then on August 4th, Trump gets his head wound, and he survives that head wound. On August 4th, he gets the head wound. He survives the head wound and comes back either on 8/7 or 8/8, okay? And because Elvis is going to be worshipped, Trump is going to somehow rise up and become the devil twin of Elvis. He's already the devil twin, but I'm saying he's going to benefit from the worship of Elvis. Okay, Trump is going to benefit, and I'm not sure, but somehow he becomes either the head of America, or what, let's just say the next president, but mainly head of America, or the king, or the king of Israel. I don't understand what's going to happen. Listen, I can only tell you what God has shown me. Other than that, it's up for grabs, everything else. I'm not sure. I told you guys, I'm not a prophet. All I know is that in Revelation 13:18, it says, here is wisdom, let him calculate the number of let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast. And his number is 666. I've calculated that 1,000 times over, okay? And I've proven to you what's going on here. But other than that, I can't give you the whole future, There's only so much knowledge that God allows, Anyway, so let me just see what I have left. I don't have much left to show. Yeah, I'm not going to even bother showing the last part. Well, yeah, I might as well show. It's only one last thing. Well, like I said, folks, there's going to be a strong delusion, obviously, and there's going to be a falling away. All right, and what's been going on the last few years, after the sickness came out, people have been showing their true colors. You get what I'm saying? They're going to not endure to the end. That's what people are showing. The ones who took the what, right? So that's why the next one is going to be the real test. And let's see if those same people who failed the first test is going to fail it again. And I'm pretty sure that 99% is going to fail the next time also. So hopefully you're in that 1% who doesn't fail the second test, if you know what I'm trying to say. All right. Yeah, like I said, if you're a true Christian and you believe in God with all your heart and soul, and you love God and everything He loves, then you're not going to love this world, because God, you know, He's not of this world. He created the world for us, all right. But He wants you to want to be with Him, all right. He is not of this world. He made this world, but not of this world, all right. And He came as Jesus in the flesh. God is, Jesus is God in the flesh, and He came to make us understand who He is and what He wants. And what He wants is for you to want to be in heaven. So are you, and that means you endure to the end, and whatever comes, take it and get yourself to heaven. If you want to fail the test, then do what the world tells you to do. All right. But if you want to be with God, then you do what God tells you to do. All right. So don't fall for the strong delusion, because it's, like I said, this was what you just saw going on was, a practice run. Anyway, do I have anything else to show? I think that's it, folks. Oh, I was going to show this. No, it's not important. It's not even important. I'm trying to think if there was anything that I might have left out. No, look. All I'm saying is just take every, if you watch all my, see, I can't even remember all the things that I've shown. And you got to remember, this is just this channel. I had 400 videos that were deleted by YouTube from the past, whatever, over 300, I can't remember. But counting these videos, it's 400, But I had over 300 videos terminated by YouTube. And that's just the Elvis videos. Elvis, Trump, Seattle. Now, if you're talking about, no, I don't back up any of my videos either. Look, folks, I don't idolize my videos. I could care less. If they go, they go. All right. That's God's plans. Whatever it is God's plans. He does what He wants me to do. All right. Now, because if He wanted those videos to be around, He would have left them up. You know what I mean? And He would have had someone else record them. But my point is that, see, it actually, when they terminated my old channels, it made me even work harder. If you notice, I started from scratch again and did every video by scratch, from scratch, whatever, from beginning. Not only that, I had to come up with new information. I didn't want to show the old stuff again, but I had to show some of the old stuff. But a lot of it was 90% of everything I showed you was new. And by the way, we're not talking about all. If you've been with me from the beginning, we're talking about over 1,000 videos that were deleted by YouTube. I've had 41 channels terminated. This is my 42nd channel. I have a 43rd and a 44th that I made. Okay, so I have 44 channels total I had. Can you imagine? And we're at 44 years from Elvis's death. And if you don't know my backup channels, basically they have Elvis in the title, Elvis Seattle, Elvis Seattle 611, something like that. Or Elvis Seattle 611, Trump, Ohio 84, or something to do with the mark of the beast. Go and, just type in all those things I just said and you'll see my backup channels. But, over there, it's just backing up the videos I'm doing here. I've been putting them over there now. Instead of just leaving on one channel, I've been backing it up now. These channels are backed up over there. But my old videos, I don't have any backup. I don't have any of those backed up. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna end the video, folks. So, any last words? I know there's something I'm forgetting, but you know what? I do want to mention this because I told you that. Look, the Seattle Elvis event is June 11th. Okay, so just remember, it's a spectacular event. It's going to happen in Seattle, and eventually, somehow, Elvis comes out of that. His image or his name or the number of his name becomes part of that incident. I mean, that event, and and like I said, there's going to be Elvis is going to be swirling around that, date, June 11th, and the Seattle thing. And because there's a movie coming out with Elvis also in June, that's why it's going to be a major ordeal. Now, the Trump is the 8-4 event, right? Man, I had something I was going to say. What's happening is I'm reading the chat at the same time, and my brain is trying to do 5 things at once. I've lost my concentration now. I have no idea what I was going to say. Darn it. I lost my concentration. I know I had one more thing to say. I can't remember now. Man. Yeah, I know. I was talking about the Elvis movie, but there was another thing I can't remember. I know it had something to do with the Trump 8-4, but I just can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, about the Ohio. Okay, it has something to do with Ohio. Hold on. Okay, now I got it. So when Trump gets his head wound on August 4th, like I said, I'm 100% about the date, August 4th, but I'm 99% about where it's going to happen, which is Ohio. Okay? 99%. All right, but the date, August 4th, I'm 100%. Now, why did I bring this up? Because Ohio is very important in this the link to it, because and by the way, I was led to Ohio before I knew any of this information. Everything you see about Ohio, I was led to by the Holy Spirit. I had no idea that there was so much connections with Ohio. Zero. Everything told me Ohio, because besides the Holy Spirit telling me, but it somehow my mind caught it, because in the past I used to talk about the double O. All right, and I told you, but the double O is like a twin O, like a twin crown. And the O is a crown. That's what I was talking about before I was making my Elvis videos. I was talking about the O being a crown because of Oh God and Oh Lord, right? That's how I got the O, right? Being a crown. But anyway, so that's how I got to the Ohio, because of the double O. But it's the Holy Spirit that told me that that's it. And when I say the Holy Spirit told me, I'm saying He led me to it. He didn't. I don't hear the Holy Spirit's voice. You know what I mean? But anyway, so why am I bringing this up? Because see, when Elvis died, literally, because Elvis supposedly went to the bathroom on August 16th in the early morning, and nobody checked on him, so he probably was dead at probably 1 in the morning. Who knows? You know, or 12. Who knows? Anytime after midnight, he died. So on August 16th. But you know what happened at between 10 and 11 on August 15th? We're talking about right before midnight on August 15th, the day before, I mean, 2 hours before Elvis died, or an hour and a half. Wait. Hold on. So what happened 2 hours before Elvis died? There was a radio transmission from supposedly from space. You know, that's what they said. It was called the WOW signal. WOW, the WOW signal happened 2 hours before Elvis died on August 15th. And where did they pick up that WOW signal? Let's listen to, let's see. What was the WOW signal?
According to Wikipedia, signal was a strong narrowband radio signal detected on August 15, 1977, by the Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope in the United States, then used to support the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
You know, like I said, I don't know what they have in store, because, you know, they've always said that Elvis is some kind of super being or alien. You know, that's what they're saying. I don't believe in aliens. You know that. If you're of God, you don't believe in stuff like that. But you know, you believe in devils, because there's a bunch of devils running around. But anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is it's Ohio. That's what was important. It was the Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope that picked up that transmission. Okay. Anyway, so you know, I'm just throwing that out there, you know, that again, something connected to Ohio, you know. And it's 2 hours before Elvis died, you know. Yeah, exactly. That's what we've talked about, that the Space Needle looks like a UFO, and they've even showed it in Mars Attacks. They showed it on, not Independence Day, not that one, the other one, the Men in Black. I've shown all those movies, you know, and connected to the needle. And there was Elvis connections in that movie too, Men in Black. Like I said, I've had so many movies and things that I've shown, but they're all gone, you know. All right, folks. Hold on. Somebody's saying something here. Let me look it up. Let me see if that's correct. Somebody's writing something. I want to know if it equals what they're writing. That's interesting if it does. No, not on my calculator. It doesn't equal that. But anyway, don't worry about it. All right, folks. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Yes, listen. Make sure you watch the video from the beginning. I'm going to leave this video up. It's not going to be deleted, okay? Even though it didn't go perfectly smooth and I probably forgot to mention a bunch of stuff, just make sure you watch the whole video. And if you don't understand something, go back and just watch it again. You know, the part you didn't understand. Don't just skip it, because I want you to understand it, okay? Anyway, yeah, and by the way, you know, in the past, I was saying when that stupid Tesla, he flew his stupid car up in the, you know, into the supposed space, you know, bunch of nonsense, right? There's no car in space. It's a bunch of lies. But I was telling everybody, what if Elvis came back in the Tesla, you know? He drove up in the Tesla, you know, and he flew down. And, you know, Tesla has the same letters as part of Seattle. You know, it's partial, in other words, Seattle, Tesla. So yeah, it's so, you know, it's a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, I see what it equals. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Hold on, folks. Hey, listen, people can hear you. So what do you got to say? Uh, yes, I do. Yeah, bring it over now, if you can. All right. How far away are you? Oh, you're not too far. All right. All right, I'll see you. Thank you. Bye. That was my sister. She's bringing me food. And let me tell you something to the trolls out there. One time I had said that if I needed an Uber, I just call my sister. That's not what I meant, you dum dums. I'm saying that on my phone, I don't have the Uber app. So if I need an Uber, she calls the Uber for me. Okay? That's what I was trying to say. I'm not saying that my sister comes and picks me up if I need. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not saying she's my Uber. I'm saying if I need an Uber, she calls it for me because I told you I'm not good with technology. So she, and I think you need a credit card, and I don't have a credit card. So, so to you trolls out there, you're gonna. I told you, man. You're gonna be in deep trouble, folks. To those people who are making videos about me, which I don't care. I think it's hilarious, because it's it shows how uh, filled with demons these people are. Anyway, it was just my sister asking me if I need food, which is great, and I appreciate her. What, you think she would do that if I was being mean to her? They were saying that I was being mean to my sister and stuff. No, it's just that's the way we talk because we love each other. And when you're family, you don't get upset when somebody just, says, "Hey, what are you, crazy or something?" You know, I'm just saying that this is how family talks if you care about each other. Anyway, my whole point is that if I was being mean to her, you think my sister would be calling me to ask me if I need food? Okay, my sister knows I have a big heart, and I'm a real, if you guys know me, I know I'm real sensitive. You know what I mean? I'm sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right, folks. God bless all of you, and remember, watch from the beginning. And wait, I was gonna. I forgot, man. There was something I was gonna say. Um, Anyway, so yeah, just watch from the beginning and watch the whole video, okay? All right, folks. God bless all of you. And maybe I might do a live stream on one of my backup channels. So, like I said, search for those backup channels. Uh, you know what? I better show it to you just in case you guys go looking for the wrong channels. Because I might do a backup channel, a live stream over there tonight or tomorrow. So let me just real quick show it to you. I got to get off the phone because she was not too far away. I'm gonna have to get off the live chat. Um, so let me. Okay, so man, I forgot what to do now. So real quick, let me just show you how to look for my channel. So this is the channel you're watching right now, right? Hold on. So this is the channel you're watching right now, and then so in order to get to it, you put YouTube search. Jurassic Liars 26, and then put uh, Seattle 611, Elvis Seattle 611, and you'll find it much easier. Hold on one second. Let me put that in there. I think it's easier if I did that. Hold on, folks. So, like I said, this is the channel you're watching right now. And then let me find the other channel. So you just keep scrolling, and then there's my other 2 channels right there. So make sure you just put that into the to your YouTube search, and you'll find it. So make sure you subscribe to these 2 channels. These are my backup channels. And hit the notification, because I'll probably be doing a video either later today or tomorrow, all right? All right. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video.